So, welcome to this online elemental vinyasa practice. I'm here with Nika, my beautiful yogini friend, and she's already ready for the practice, and together we're going to guide you through an elemental practice, which is an invitation for you to connect with the qualities and also with the benefits of the elements. And the elements we find in nature, so we find the earth, we have water, we have fire, we have the air, and we have the space around us. And basically, we also have those elements in our bodies. So tapping into the qualities and into the benefits of the elements can help us to find a more balanced practice. So, for example, if you're very tired and you're maybe even a little bit depressed, then what you might need in your practice is a little bit of fire, right? While when there's a lot going on for you, then maybe you want to get back to the earth and find the earth within your own body, within your own self. And this is how we're going to work with the elements, also in the teacher training module, which is a 50-hour advanced vinyasa module, studies. And now we're going to give you a little glimpse of that. Not so much of the teacher training, but of the way of embodying the elements, so that you can really feel what the elements can do to you in your own practice, but also when you're teaching class, all right? It would be possible to spend an hour and a half only on one element, like you're really going into the earth element. That's not what we're going to do today. Today we're going to integrate all the elements in quite a simple sequence, and the sequence is simple so that it's easier to feel the embodiment of the elements. So that's what we're going to do. I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to guide Nika through it. And she's going to put her hands onto her belly, one hand onto the belly, one hand onto her heart. Taking a moment of time to land. And this is always nice to start a practice landing. And landing means that you're actually coming down to the earth and you find your own roots, your own steadiness. So while you're lying there, you notice how the back of your body is resting into the earth. The back of the skull is nice and heavy. Shoulder blades spreading out over the earth. And then maybe you feel that little arch in the back. There's space there. And then you notice the heaviness of the pelvis. The pelvis is really your earth element in your body, like the main place where the element of earth is residing. So you feel the heaviness there, the connection with the earth underneath you. And you also feel the soles of the feet connecting with the earth. And with your eyes closed, you tune in, you go inward. And then you bring your awareness to the flow of your breath. And then you notice that there is this fluidity in the body, even when you're lying down. And that is basically the water element in your body at this moment. So the body is breathing, is moving on the rhythm of your breath. So you become aware of that fluidity. And at the same time, the rhythm of the breath gives you steadiness, which has an earth quality again. And you can take a nice deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing the breath slowly. Let's do that 2 more rounds. Inhale deep through your nose, filling up with energy. And then exhale slowly, letting go. Letting go of any thoughts. And 1 more round. Inhale deep, find that lift, the openness of the body. And then exhale. Feel how the body is softening again underneath your hands. Very beautiful. All right. And you bring your knees towards your chest. Okay. And then you grab your knees with both hands, or actually just wrap your arms around your legs for a moment. And again, feel that rootedness, the steadiness. And still notice the breath moving your body. So even when you think you're lying still, the body is moving on the rhythm of the breath. And then from this steadiness, this rootedness, we're going to add a little bit of flow again, a little bit of water. So grab your knees with both hands and you start to make big circles. So the knees go out to the sides. On the inhale, moving away from your body, and then exhaling, drawing the knees back to center and towards the heart. All right. And Nika's doing it very slowly, which is important because you really want to feel the body move in space. Drawing them in on the exhale, giving space for the exhale to leave the body. And then space for the inhale to enter the body when you open the knees out to the sides, away from the body. And then slowly bring them back in. Beautiful. And we do 3 more rounds. Inhale, opening up slowly. And make sure that the hands are actually doing the work. So you can relax into the pelvis, into the groins. And opening up, inhaling, finding that space in the hips. And we're doing it slowly so you can really feel how the practice is entering your body. So you're inviting the body one more time to open up to the practice. So reach out to the sides and then slowly come back. Nice. All right. Okay. And then you bring your feet to the earth again. And we continue in this flow of water element. Press your hands into the earth. Make sure that the feet are hip distance apart. And Nika is beautifully aligned here. So the feet are maybe a little bit wider than hip distance. Okay, and the toes are slightly pointing in for stability. Okay. And then you bring your arms overhead. So reach the arms overhead. Find that length. That's your inhale. And on your exhalation, you bring the hands back down while the pelvis rises. So you feel a gentle back bend while you press down into the earth with the hands and the feet. And then inhale, arms rise up, pelvis slowly comes down. And exhale, feel the earth that gives the foundation for that fluidity of water. So we're always building up, okay? We go 1 more round. Inhale, arms rise up. You feel that length, that expansion. And then exhale slowly. Bring the hands down while the pelvis rises. And you can stay there for a moment. Roll the shoulders under, interlace your fingers. And then feel that lift of the heart, openness of the front of the body. And you press into the earth. So you keep that connection with the earth while you're in the back bend. Beautiful. Nice. And then you let go of your fingertips, your fingers. Come down onto your shoulder blades again. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, very slowly, you move back. All right. So next element we're going to integrate and add to this practice is fire. Right? So Nika is going to bring the knee to her, the right knee to her chest. All right. And then you lengthen your left leg up, all the way up. And then you reach through the ball of your foot. You feel that power in your leg, all right? So you inhale here. And on your exhalation, you reach the leg all the way down. And you keep that length. Nice. Okay. And you keep reaching through the ball of the foot, which is very important. Gives direction of energy, okay? And then you interlace your fingers around your knee. Okay. Inhale here. And on your exhalation, you draw your knee to your nose to your knee. So you come in and you draw the tailbone under. So you feel the connection with the core of your body. And then inhale, come back down, release back. And then exhale, drawing back in again. Coil and round your body. And you keep reaching through the ball of your left foot. Inhale, release the body back to the earth. Let go. And then exhale, draw in again. And you notice how the body is engaging the inner fire. Inhale, coming back. And then you change. Bring your left knee to your heart. Interlace your fingers around that knee. And then the right leg is moving up. And again, you feel that extension through the ball of the foot. And this is very important if you want to get into that fire practice. You inhale, you reach out, and on an exhale, you bring that leg nice and slowly all the way down towards the earth. Beautiful. All right. And then you inhale again. Exhale, coil your body, round your body, knee to the nose, and also the nose to the knee. Inhale, spreading out the body, come back to the earth. And exhale, drawing in, coil, round your body. Beautiful. We go one more round. Inhale, and notice that leg, right leg is still nice and long. Exhale, drawing in, knee to nose to knee. Beautiful. And then you come back to the earth. Bring your left foot onto the earth, and then bend your right knee and also bring that foot onto the earth. And then you feel for a moment, and you feel the effect of the practice so far. Okay? So maybe you feel that rootedness still. You feel a little bit of engagement of the fire. We've been moving also quite fluidly already. So let's add the element of air. Okay? So now bring your knees back to your chest, and then bring the legs up. Legs up in the air. All right. You can bring your arms a little bit wider. That really gives you a feeling of spaciousness, you know? And then you start to shake your legs. Shake your legs. See if you can shake the legs both at the same time, if that works. Feel the difference? Yes. So it's a way of really loosening up the energy in the body. And you can see with Nika, you don't have to look, of course, but if you would look, you could see Nika shaking all the way to the crown of her head and the fingertips. So there's a lot of, prana moving in her body. And that's what we really like to do with this. Okay, and you slow down the movements. So you don't stop immediately, that would be really a pity. So you slow down, and then you stop and you feel. And then you're just aware of the flow of prana through your body. Maybe you feel the energy going up and down the legs, maybe all the way up the spine, towards the crown of the head, maybe even into the fingertips. So you become very aware of what your practice is doing for you. Okay, nice. And then you bend your knees. And I think we're ready for a little bit of rock and roll. So you grab your backs of your thighs, so it's easier to grab the backs of your thighs. And then you exhale. So take a deep inhale here. Exhale. And on your inhale, you roll up. You can come up. It's a rock and roll. And then exhale, chin to the chest, and just surrender. That's it. And then inhale, rocking up. And exhale, release. And you get into this flow here. Inhale up. So there's a very fluid flow. Exhale, coming back. And inhale, rise up. And exhale, letting go. Beautiful. Coming all the way up now. And then just sit. You can just come sit in Sukhasana. Easy pose. Yes. And just feel for a moment. And just notice what the rock and roll has been doing for you. It's also a very energetic way to move prana in the body, touching the air element in the practice. Beautiful. And you can relax your shoulders. You feel that softness. And you notice that you're sitting in the middle of your sitting bones, and you feel the pelvis rooting down. So you come back to that earth element. And then from the rootedness of the pelvis, you feel the length going through the spine. Crown of the head is rising up. And there's a gentle tug of your chin towards your throat. Okay? And I notice the river of the breath moving up and down the spine. Okay? Beautiful. It's always nice in practice to take a moment to feel. Especially in elemental practice, it's very important to feel. To feel the effect of your practice in order to also be able to change it. So for example, maybe Nika feels that she needs earth in her practice today. She could move more in an earthy way, right? But today she's being led. Okay, so you can open your eyes in a gentle gaze. Okay, and within that steadiness, on your next inhale, you reach the arms up. So you feel that lift through the sides of the body, the opening up of the lungs. And then exhale, draw the hands down through the center. And drawing the hands down through the center really gives that feeling of connection with your own core, your own center, your earthiness. Inhale, rise up. Feel a little lift of the heart, length. And then exhale slowly. Bring it back. So you're literally moving on the rhythm of your breath, rising up. It's like wings, rising, lifting, opening. And then exhale, there's the steadiness of the drawing down of the energy through the center. So maybe you notice that this way of moving is quite solid, quite steady, giving you that connection with your own roots. And then in this end of the round, you bring your hands behind you, fingertips move back, and I'm going to find fluidity in the spine. So you roll the shoulders back, you lift the heart, you open. And then exhale, draw the navel in, ribs in, and round the back. And you bow your head to your heart. And then again, inhale. It's like an unfolding, lifting of the heart. And exhale, slowly coming back, rounding. Last round, inhale. Pressing into the earth to find the lift. So again, the earth element is always there as a support. And from there, the body can flow, the body can move. Okay, coming back to center. Bring your hands onto your knees. And then move into your own rhythm. So you can make your own circles. And you start from the pelvis. So the pelvis is leading. And you feel the churning of the belly. Yeah. So you connect with the center of your body. And from there you move. And maybe you go into your own free flow movements. In a way, there are no rules except from following your own rhythm, your own breath. So you find fluidity, you find that flow. And then you make those movements smaller again and smaller, and you find back the center of your body, all right? And then you rest again. You can close your eyes. And you feel the effect of the practice so far, of the fluidity that is safe because of the foundation of the earth we create. Always coming back to the flow of your breath, to the length of the spine rising out of the hips, the foundation of the hips. And the spine is like beautiful wave structure. It's like meandering out of the hips all the way to the crown of the head. You're reaching up. And then you can open your eyes. And you bring your hands in front of you on your mat, so maybe you can turn. And come onto hands and knees, okay? So important to spread your fingers wide. So again, we're going to set the foundation first, the earth element. Spreading your fingers wide, I mean, maybe clawing your fingertips a little bit into the mat. And your shoulders are above your wrists, your knees underneath your hips. And see if you can find length. So the crown of the head is reaching forward, nice long neck. And the sitting bones are reaching back, okay? And you start with drawing your ribs in and your navel in. So we're going to connect with the fire element here now. See if you can relax in between the shoulder blades. So there's always softness in between the shoulder blades and around the heart. So keep the ears in one line with the shoulders, okay? We're not moving yet, okay? So now tuck your toes under, okay? You feel the steadiness. You inhale here. And on your exhalation, you press into your feet, into your hands, and the knees come off the floor just like 2 centimeters. Okay. And you're not losing that connection with your core. So the ribs draw in, the navel draws in, and the tailbone moves back from the crown of your head. And you keep on breathing. Very important to keep the breath going. One more inhale here. And then exhale slowly, bring the knees down. And you keep that nice, steady alignment of the spine, drawing the navel in, ribs in. Inhale deep, and then exhale, press into the earth again, knees just above the floor. You're breathing, nice, deep, steady breath. That doesn't change. And you really feel the awakening of the core, and we're not doing so much even, okay? So this is one way to engage the core, One more inhale. And then exhale, slowly land without losing the beautiful alignment. Nice. We go one more round. Inhale deep. And on your exhalation, press down to lift up. And now you press into the toes to bring the knees a little bit more forward. And it's almost like you're drawing your tailbone under, and then you feel even more connection with the core. Do you feel that, Nika? Mm-hmm. Hope you feel that too. Beautiful. And then slowly come down, okay, with the knees. Toes are still tucked under. Now reach your sitting bones back to your heels. Okay. Now on your inhale, you lift the heart a little bit forward. So you feel that lift in the front. And on your exhalation, you move back to downward facing dog. All right. Beautiful. Nice long spine, pressing the hands down. And downward facing dog is a nice earthy pose, right? You feel your foundation. It's like coming home in your practice every time you come to downward facing dog. All right. So we're going to move through Surya Namaskara A in a way that is very rooted, very earthy. All right. So your next inhale, step your right foot forward. Left foot forward. And then you lift the heart, inhale. And then exhale, bow down, crown towards the earth. Feel that length. Beautiful. And now you grab your elbows. You could always bend your knees a little bit if that is easier. And you can bring your feet a little bit wider. Gives you more space in your body. And then you just hang down. Yeah? And you feel the heaviness of the body. The length, the back of the body. So the spine is totally relaxing all the way to the back of the skull. And the crown of the head is moving towards the earth. And you notice how gravity is inviting you to relax, right? Beautiful. The breath is still nice and deep. And you let go of your elbows and the backs of the hands are resting onto the earth. You bend a little bit deeper into the knees. And then you roll up and you feel how the feet are pressing down and you roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. You roll up to come to standing Tadasana. Okay. So now spread your toes wide. So lift all the 10 toes up, spread them out, and then just spread them out over the earth. Okay, nice. And bring your hands alongside your body. Notice that the backs of the knees are relaxed. Okay, so there's no tension in the body whatsoever. And you feel the drawing in of the navel and up. Crown of the head is rising. And you feel the steadiness in Tadasana. Okay, beautiful. Feel the breath, nice and deep. Okay. And then we're going to move through Namaskara A from that steady foundation, okay? So on your next inhale, you open your palms up, you reach up to lengthen, and on your exhalation, the heart is leading, tilt from the pelvis and move forward, okay? And then bring your hands to your shins, inhale, find that halfway lift, the length of the front of the body, and then exhale, slowly bow down, the hands come down and you bring your feet together. All right, again, lift the heart, inhale, fingertips on the earth. And on your exhalation, step your left foot back, right foot back, and you're in a steady plank. All right. So inhale here, heels move away from the crown of the head, draw the navel in, ribs in, and then on your exhalation, only bring the knees down. So you feel the steadiness in the way we move now, drawing the tailbone towards the backs of the heels, and then on your exhalation, bend your elbows, and without moving your spine, you come down to the earth. Beautiful. And then you reach through the legs, you bring the feet nice and close together, bring your hands a little bit more forward and draw your elbows in. You look to the mat so the neck is nice and long, draw the navel in and then inhale, press into the earth to feel that lift of cobra. And then exhale, slowly coming down. Bring the hands back, inhale, coming onto hands and knees, spreading those hands wide, tuck your toes under, sitting bones to the heels. And then you lift halfway up again, inhale, spreading the collarbones at the front. And then from your roots you rise to downward facing dog. Nice deep downward facing dog. And then we're going to add a little bit of water quality here to the downward facing dog. So you start to shift your heels. Right, so you can sway the heels from left to right, and you move into the sides of the body. You can even let the neck sway. You feel how the water element can be very nourishing, cooling the body down, giving space for prana to move through the body. And you find your own level of fluidity, so you move in a way that serves you, suits you at this moment in practice. And then you come back to the steadiness in downward facing dog. All right? Nice. And then you bend your knees, look forward. And with a lot of lightness, you can step or jump your feet between the hands, looking up, lift, and then exhale, bow down, crown towards the earth. All right. So now again, you can grab your elbows. You can bring your feet a little bit wider. And this time we're going to add a little bit of movement here. So in the previous round, we were nice and heavy. And now you can move from left to right, bend one knee, then the other. And you feel the sway continuing in the body, in the spine. And what is very important is that the body is moving as one body, okay? Beautiful. And you're still breathing. You let the breath actually guide you. Beautiful. And you come back to center. You stay there for a moment. You slowly walk your feet back towards each other. You can always bend your knees if you need. Let go of your elbows. And then bring your fingertips to the earth. And then you start to bend your knees. Reach the heart forward. So we're preparing for Utkatasana in a very fluid way. Reaching the arms back, the heart opens. And then on your inhale, arms rise up, lengthen through the sides of your body, and then exhale, release the arms back next to the hips. And feel the buoyancy in the body. Inhaling, arms rise, and exhale slowly, coming back. So again, you feel the rootedness of the earth. The legs are nice and strong, but the upper body, and especially the shoulders, can relax and open up. So we add a little bit of more fluidity to the practice, to the namaskar. Coming all the way up now, lengthen through the whole body, bring your fingertips together. And on your exhalation, the heart is leading again, tilt from the pelvis, coming into that forward bend crown towards the earth. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And on your exhalation, you can step back to high plank. Step back to a high plank. And in the high plank, you again do those sways of the heels. So you add a little bit of movement here. And you will notice that it's fluid, but adding a little bit of core here. So be aware of the core of your body. So you see that the elements are always there, in all poses, but we can tweak it a little bit, yeah? So here there's the fluidity of the hips swaying, the heels swaying, but the core, the fire, is holding you up, right? It's protecting the back. And then there's the steadiness of the hands, of course, and the feet. And you come back to center. You inhale here. And on your exhalation, there's always the option of the knees, or you come down to chaturanga. And then slowly come all the way down. All the way down. Beautiful. And then bring your fingertips a little bit wider. So we're going for a wider cobra here, which is a little bit more fluid. So inhale, rise up. Feel that lift of the heart. Beautiful. And then exhale, slowly coming down. Make sure that the feet are not too far apart. All right, so inhale, rise up. And exhale, coming down. And important is to keep the earth element protecting you. So you reach this tailbone to the backs of the heels while you open up the spine, the shoulders, and slowly come back. So go one more round. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful. And exhale, slowly coming back. Now bring your hands next to your chest for upward facing dog if you're ready. Rise up, inhale, press the feet into the earth, upward facing dog. And exhale, draw the navel back, the hips go up to downward facing dog. Okay, so now you can bring your feet together, the big toes are touching. And we're going to move through a creative namaskar here. So on your next inhale, the right leg is rising up slowly, and keep your hips nicely aligned, reach through the ball of the foot. And then exhale, draw the knee to the nose, and you slowly step forward, land the heel, then the ball of the foot. Okay. And then inhale, we add a little bit of fluidity. Heart rises, opens, the heel reaches back. And then exhale, pressing it into the toes of your right foot, move the hips back and bow over the leg. And then slowly you shift again, moving forward. Heart reaches forward, heel reaches back. Exhale, bowing down over a straight leg. We go one more round. Inhale, open up. And exhale, reaching back. So stay here for a moment, lift the heart. Inhale. And exhale, bow deeper. Inhale, coming back to lunge. Bring your right hand on the inside, and we're going to move to the long side of your mat. And we're just moving smoothly. You could always use your fingertips, so keep your fingertips in the floor, and Nika is doing it without the fingertips. That depends on where you are in your practice. So if you need the fingertips, go for it. But you find that fluidity in the hips, yeah? So moving in a variation of Prasarita, basically. Nice. And then you keep that fluidity in your body while you come back to the front of your mat. All right? So the right foot is forward still, left hand on the inside, and then slowly unfold the right arm. And feel the fluidity, it's the opening up. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Now inhale, stepping to high plank. And on your exhalation, find your own way to Chaturanga Dandasana. Rising forward and up, feel the lift of the heart, open. And exhale, shift back to downward facing dog. And since we're in the water element, feel free to move. And this is where you get to choose in your practice. So maybe you feel that you need more steadiness, and that's fine. Then you go back to steadiness and downward facing dog. And if you're still moving, then now it's time to find that stable downward facing dog. Feet together for stability. Left leg is rising up, inhale. Feel that length. So you move from earthiness. And then exhale, draw the knee to the nose and step forward with lightness, landing the heel, then the ball of the foot. And then we go again. Inhale, heart reaches forward, heel reaches back. Exhale, hips move up and back and bow down over the leg. Inhale, with fluidity, shift forward. So there's no stopping the movements. There's no stopping of the breath. So just continue moving forward to lunge while the heel is reaching back. And moving back to reach over that straight leg. Now stay here, lift the heart, inhale. And then exhale, go a little bit further. Keep pressing the ball of your left foot into the earth. And then slowly come back to lunge, inhale. Bring your hand on the inside. And again, we start moving, okay? And see if you can find your own rhythm. Your spine can relax. Okay. Notice that the legs are still very steady, okay? So there's rootedness in the legs that gives space for the body to move in a fluid way that is safe. And this is how we work with the elements. We sequence in a way that is safe, also working with the elements. And then you move back to the front of your mat. Right hand now on the inside, draw the navel in and then slowly reach your left arm up. Keep reaching through the back heel. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, stepping back to high plank. And exhale, find your way to the earth in Chaturanga. Rising up with fluidity, inhale. And exhale, move back. Downward facing dog. And there you stay for a few cycles of breath. You feel your body, you feel the effect of moving in a fluid way on your body, but also on your breath and your mind. So it's affecting us in many levels, the way we move through practice. And then we're going to add a little bit of fire in the Namaskar, okay? So we're going to go through the same sequence, but in a more fiery way, so you can feel the difference of adding fire into your practice. So, bend your knees, look forward, and just focus on one point in front of you. So get into this steadiness now, this dedication of knowing where you're going. Keep your hips nice and high, a little bit higher, 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 higher. And then on your next inhale, you jump forward, feet between the hands, looking up. And on exhale, bow down, crown towards the earth. Now you bend your knees again, so the feet are together and your legs are hugging each other. And then you reach back through the arms and you feel the steadiness here. So you're nice and deep. And then slowly reach the arms up. Okay, Utkatasana. Maybe you bring the hands apart, maybe they come together. And you feel the power in your legs. You draw the ribs and the navel in. And you're nice and fiery here. You feel it? Feel it in your body and your legs? Good. Okay, inhale here. And on your exhalation, coming into forward bend again, crown towards the earth. Inhale, find that halfway lift. And on your exhalation, you can step or jump. It's your option to Chaturanga. Beautiful. Rise up, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core to draw back to downward facing dog. So bring the feet together for stability. On your next inhale, the right leg is rising up. Reach and extend through the ball of the foot. Now on the exhale, you come high onto your left toes. You draw your knee to your nose and your nose to the knee. Ribs go in, navel goes in. We do that again 2 more times. Inhale, the leg is rising, the heel is coming down. Exhale, heel comes up. Draw in around your body like we did before. 1 more round. Inhale, find length. And exhale, draw in and use that height to step forward. Land the heel, then the ball of foot. All right. So we stay here now. Okay, and then we do a leg switch. And we do another leg switch. And leg switch. And leg switch. Leg switch. Leg switch. And stay. So you feel that the energy is rising now, right? Okay, good. So bring your hands in front of you. Feel the steadiness in your legs. And then slowly draw your left heel in. And you move into Skandasana. So you can reach your arms out. All right, and you feel steadiness here. There is still lightness, so we never really stiffen up, of course not. But we feel the power in our legs. Drawing in of the navel, and then slowly come up, and we're very sorry to facing our bums to the camera. Exhale, move to the other side. So the hips move back, heart moves forward. So feel that beautiful alignment in your body. And then slowly cross your arms, and you reach for the other side. From here, with a lot of awareness, you move to the front of your mat and you come back to lunge. Left hand on the inside. Now turn both feet to the right. Right arm reaches up. That's your inhale. On your exhalation, you lower the hips slightly, squeeze your inner thighs, and the right hand moves to your left foot. Inhale, press into the earth, reach over. And exhale, slowly come back. 1 more round. Press into the earth, squeeze your inner thighs together, and now you slowly come back to lunge. Beautiful. Inhale. Now bring your foot to your bum and hover. Stay there. Enjoy where you are. And then step back to one-legged high plank. Hover. And slowly come down to one-legged Chaturanga. Inhale, rise up, open. And exhale, move back. Downward facing dog. And then take a moment to feel here the quality of this namaskar. And then we do the other side. So bring your feet together, big toes are touching. And on your next inhale, the left leg is rising up. Reach through the ball of the foot. And then exhale, draw the knee to the nose to the knee. You round your whole body. And inhale, rise up. Rooting the right heel down now. And then exhale, drawing in. Use the core. Feel that movement in the belly. 1 more round. Inhale, find length. And then exhale, drawing in to step forward. Nice. And then again, you do your leg switches, right? See if you can really do it in one go. And go. And go. And go. Can you still feel the steadiness? And go. Keep on going. So you feel the steadiness, but you add the fieriness. Right. We do one more switch, just for fun, and then we land. Okay, beautiful. And you reach the arms forward, so you hold on to the core of your body. You feel the strength in your body, the power, and then you move to the long side of your mat, and you bring your arms in Skandasana, in one line, with this left leg. Make sure that you're lifting away from the earth. Okay, so there's steadiness in the legs, the heart is moving forward. You inhale, change, cross your arms, and exhale, move to the other side. This is very nice. Find your steadiness, the ribs draw in, the navel draws in. Slowly cross again, inhale, and then exhale, land. Beautiful. Now from here, you move slowly to the front of your mat again. Bring your right hand onto the inside of the foot, and both feet turn now. Left arm rises. Steadiness, inhale. Exhale, keep squeezing your inner thighs together. The hip comes down a little bit, and the hand is reaching for the foot. And then press down to rise up. Feel the strength in your core, and then exhale, come down. One more round, inhale over, and then slowly you finish that circle to come back to lunge. Now inhale, bring the left foot to the sitting bone. Hover. Feel that strength in the core. Come a little bit higher, higher, higher with that knee. Higher, higher, higher. Yes. And then you reach out to one-legged plank and exhale to one-legged chaturanga. Rising forward and up, inhale. And exhale, move back to downward facing dog. And then again, feel your body. And I think it's time for little child's pose. So you bring your knees maybe a little bit wider, sitting bones to the heels, and just rest for a moment. And you feel that quality of this namaskar. So in this practice, in the namaskars, we will focus on these three elements of earth, water, and fire. So we're going to take it down from here again. And we're going to see if we can find spaciousness in the body, a little bit of air in the body when we come down to the mat again. So slowly, slowly roll up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. You can bring your knees together again if you like. And we'll come back to that same position with the hands as we started. Sweaty business. And just notice the liveliness in your body. Beautiful. And bring your hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. And then on your next inhale, you open your wings, your arms out to the sides. And you feel that fullness of the energy, okay? So you feel the spaciousness, the space around you. And on your exhalation, you draw the hands back towards the heart. And then again, inhale, feel the expansion, the widening, connection with the space around you. And then exhale slowly, come back. Go one more round, inhale, open up. And then you turn your thumbs down and reach your arms behind you. So we give space to the lungs here. Interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back and find that lift of the heart. We stay here for a few cycles of breath. You can free the neck, make sure that you're not tensing up the body. And on your exhalation, you reach the heart forward. You let go of the bind of the fingers and you just bow down. And then you roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice. And then again, arms rise. Inhale. Feel the space. And exhale, soften the hands. Let them come down. So there's a different quality now to the movements. Also, of the hands. Okay, and there's the opening, the rising, the expansion. And hands just soften. Very beautiful. All right, and then come onto your fingertips. You cross your ankles and you swing your legs forward. All right, so you can swing your legs forward. All right, you can sit for a moment. I'm going to join. All right, so bring your fingertips slightly behind you. You can turn the fingertips back. And then you roll your shoulders back, you draw the navel in and up, and you lift to rise. And then again, finding that lift, that space, inhale. See if you can use that space and hold that openness while you move forward. And then see where your hands land, okay? And then inhale, rise up a little bit more. And then exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper. So we're using now the rootedness of the earth, but also the fluidity of the body and the breath to find more deeper experience of forward bend. So you move your body smoothly into what is for you your forward bend. And just a way after the power of fire to come back down to the earth. And then very slowly you come up, pull the spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Walk your feet in and you come lying onto your back again, the way we started. Okay. And then again, bring your hands on your body. That moment of awareness, of integrating the practice. How do you feel now? Lying on your mat. And you bring your knees to your chest. And then you bring your legs up, the arms up. So this last moment, we're exploring space, right? So you can just start to move your legs and your arms. And you notice how this practice, even though it was quite a short practice, it's been moving the energy in your body, right? In different ways. See if you can now find the freedom to move in a way that feels good, feels like it's serving your body. Nice. And just keep on moving. It's like you're dancing with the space around you. You can soften your face. The face is smiling. Nice. And then from there, you bring your knees back to your chest and then grab the outer edges of your feet for happy baby pose. And then feel the difference. So you feel that happy baby pose brings you down back to the earth. Nice and steady. Beautiful. And of course, as in every practice, you can choose a way to close your sequence. You could stop the video for a moment and go into shoulder stand practice, maybe into headstand practice. You can go into Happy Buddha, like Nika is doing. Really nice. So make sure at the end of practice to come down again. Find your way back to the earth. Your own earth, basically. Okay. And then you can bring your feet to the floor. And bring your arms out to the sides. So really spread your wings out to the sides. All right, so keep your feet where they are. Okay, you inhale. And on your exhalation, knees go over to the left. And then inhale, bring them back up. And exhale over to the right. And you keep on moving. Just very fluid movements. Rebalancing the spine. And you're still breathing your nice deep breath to support your body in the flow. Nice. And you come back to center. And then it's time to just let go. Okay, so you let your arms and your legs come down. Let the feet drop out to the sides and you close your eyes. for Shavasana. And Shavasana is the most earthy pose you can ever think of, because this is total surrender. Surrender to the earth, surrender to gravity, where you give your body back to the earth, where you give your breath back to your body. And the mind is just there with the breath and with the body. You can stay as long as you like in the Shavasana. So we're going to leave you from here, thanking you for joining us in the flow and wishing you a nice and balanced practice. Namaste.